Mm.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 1.7 Summer Cup. We have one more lower bracket match to go through today. As you can see, we might have oh, Gulevin call. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I literally had it set up. I just forgot. But yeah, we have Syl versus Spropl. The winner will get one more week to try and get into the brackets, and the loser will unfortunately be knocked out. So yeah, we got Budgie and Rox here.
Hello.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna try out 3 comps today, see how that goes. But this should be a good match. Gotta be ready to press play on this totally live Sylv screen.
There
we go. All right, we're
interesting
gaming.
spawn here, in the middle of a forest.
Yeah, I'm not.
There's...
Oh, there is a desert.
We're chilling. We're chilling.
But this is not the typical 1.7 spawn you usually see.
I mean, if there was ever a map to just grab wood real quick, yeah, okay.
How about, like, there is just a
that.
temple. It's just right next to the forest. And lava, too.
Oh yeah, no, we're fine. This is...
So this
honestly,
is
be real. Is this a reset or no, Budgie?
No,
just if you saw
no.
that immediately.
Oh, on wall, you probably just think it's a forest seed. You wouldn't even know the desert's there, so it would be. You wouldn't even tap into this.
Well, here's the lesson for today. Don't play wall anymore. Single instance only. And just check.
Wow.
No, you don't agree with that? No?
Single instance where you spawn in, you run around, jump around on some trees for a couple seconds, maybe a minute. Just chill before resetting. Doesn't matter what the seed is.
I remember when I was starting out in 1.7 on my worst PC, sometimes I'd just have my instances crash and I'd only have one instance left. So I would just be like, oh well, I'll just play single instance.
Oh no.
And I would just do that for a little bit. But like, it is interesting. There's like definitely a lot of seeds you would never have tabbed into that actually end up working out.
Maybe single instance meta.
Perhaps. I mean, it is in 1.16 now.
That's true. That's true.
So, yeah, I don't know if... Oh, there's chickens literally right here. So pretty much only thing we haven't seen yet is a good food source where these runners will be getting that.
Maybe this is the elusive chicken food source seed?
I mean, those are usually unoptimal. Usually try to avoid that, but sometimes
in a tournament
RSG,
you can't. Sometimes
it is the only option.
Problem is neither runner has been bothering to light these chickens on fire, so
it's true. But look, there's just a giant savannah over there. Yeah, look, there's just pigs, cows.
Bailed out. Nothing bad ever happens to speedrunners.
Seems like Sylv might be a bit ahead here, starting the food collection process. Yeah, ooh, SPROPL actually goes for a pond instead of the river.
Does look like a little more convenient.
Yeah, just a little better.
Wow, these flint rates are atrocious.
That's crazy.
Finally, getting a flint here.
The most beautiful thing about this version is the animals don't run into the water. It's so nice.
It's just cows that do that, right?
No animals in this version.
No. Like, I meant in the update.
All animals do later. Yeah.
All of them do. Yep. It can make it really annoying.
Oh, that cow was trying.
Well, sometimes they just run random directions. Sometimes they will just happen to run in.
That's evolution for you.
Yeah, they learned. There was no updates. They
just evolved. They're getting sentience in 1.7.
All the cows that ran into the river reproduced into What update was it? Like 113 something? I don't know. Now the downside of that is no cow hole.
Ooh. Oh wow, Sylv's already here at this lava pool, but seems like Spropple's heading there now. It's not too big of a difference. I'll have a look at.
We're fine.
Yep.
Managed it well.
Yeah, nice save there.
See, actually, not much of a difference at all between these runners right now. And Fort's actually a bit of a distance away, but not too bad.
Yeah, there's a chance maybe there's a second one, but probably not.
Oh, it looks like that's
hiding.
the spawner right there too, just out in the open. Just gotta. Or no, never mind. My eyes are deceiving me. Ooh. They're going for different parts of the fort. Sylv here going to this sort of more buried area. Sprupple going to this is fort leg far out to the right.
Interesting difference. It seems like both of them got in the fort in about the same amount of time, but
And look, there is a
Going to
spawner
different
out here
spawners.
far to the right too. So
interesting.
they both reach spawners about the same time.
Yeah, Sprople may be making up a little bit of time even.
I think so. And I'm not sure if this is how it works in 1.7 as well, but this glowstone might actually block a few spawns for Sylv.
I think you're right. I am pretty sure that has been unchanged since like forever.
Yeah, I believe so. Also, interesting from Sylv, using a stone pick to mine the spawner, saving the 3 gold picks from the desert temple. Also, ooh, these are going to be some tricky blazes to deal with for Sylv. A blaze on the outside, and these blazes is the 4 spawn, an open spawner. Pretty hard to deal with.
This feels better.
Seems to be okay, but I'm curious what Sylv's going to do about this blaze on the outside. Oh. Interesting, but it works.
And the thing with finding the spawner sooner is that all that time save that Sprople got getting to the spawner faster, he'll get that same time save again, leaving the spawner, getting back to the home portal. So
True, but wait, hold on. Look at the difference in rod count. Sprople only has 1 rod and Sylv has 6, even though they arrived at spawners at the same time.
what?
This is kind of crazy. I don't really know what happened here.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Maybe Sprople's been playing it safe.
This is odd. I'm really hoping one of them did not forget the tourney mod. I'm worried about that because it looks like Sprople is killing a fair amount of blazes. Oh, did you see that fire jump? Dude. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Maybe Sylv
Not
just
sure.
got a bunch of spawns on the first few rounds.
That is true. It was mostly 4 spawns from the spawner. So it could just be a massive spawner difference. Who knows?
Yeah. Also, Sylv able to recover some of this tower. It's pretty nice.
Getting in the boat. New tech.
New tech. This is huge.
Look at all the chaos at Spropple's spawner. All the fire around.
There's all the flint for Sylv.
Ooh, many blazes.
Yeah, and forget everything I said about Spropple's time save. It's gone. So back in the overworld in about 8 minutes.
Spropple might die?
And jumped, so stuff just flew. Like, we'll have to see how much fell off the edge.
That's tough.
Also had to, like, tower up, so, like, he needs blocks to tower with now.
Yeah. This is one of those debatable, like hard decision-making parts. You don't know if you lost, like, too many items over the edge to where the run's unplayable or not. So it's, do you go and check, or do you just reset right away?
Resetting
knowing that you're playing against Sylv, I mean, Sylv's pretty. I don't think Sylv has any reset issues. I think Sylv is pretty good at playing out a full run.
That is true. Silva is a consistent runner. So maybe Sprople's just going for the small chance that all the necessary items survived. I mean, mostly
it's good to
the
at least
item you
check.
need most is the rods. But you can always get those back. A lot of the stuff that you do lose, you can just get back, like just making stone tools, digging for blocks maybe, if you really need more. But it always is an inconvenience. Oh, and a skeleton here, camping the fort. That's kind of crazy. And
Oh,
whoa!
okay. Wait, no, but this works. Actually, just
That's
outplayed. Sometimes you're just
Calculated.
better than the AI, you know?
that is crazy. I can't believe what I just saw. And let's see, a lot of items seem to still be there. Blaze rods
Chillin'?
survived too.
Alright, so just out. That's
Yes.
pretty.
I did
I
see
mean,
lots of
unfortunate,
blocks.
but like better than the alternative for sure.
And only 6 rods as well. Just noticed that.
It's fine. No
Yeah,
one's
a little
ever
bit.
had any issues with 6 rods. Definitely not.
Oh, Sylv's taking damage from hunger now on this tower build.
That's the
Which
real tech, honestly.
it is an issue. You never want to fall down the tower when you're taking damage from hunger, because the damage will make you accelerate downwards and you'll just not be able to catch the ladder.
Interesting.
So, a lot of people have learned that the hard way from actual runs. I remember the first time that happened to me. I was so confused. But yeah, Sprople looks like, yeah, has enough items to actually build towers, so this will actually be okay.
Yeah, it didn't
Yeah,
lose anything and
Sprople.
was also able to use the recover blocks from towering
Oh,
up, so.
the lava spilled into the Enderman hole, which is an issue. Sprople will need to fix that.
It's like he'll be opting to build the tower first and maybe get it coming on the way down. Oh,
Oh, dropping down. Looks like it doesn't have beds, maybe? No wool, I think. I think that's the issue right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's
So
what fell
having to
off the edge,
go
probably.
back to the temple, but this is recoverable.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when there's a temple this close to you, probably not the worst thing to lose in the nether, but it is more time loss, which you really don't want.
That was interesting from Syl. Had to fell off the tower with the Enderman still angry, and the Enderman fell in the hole as Syl died, so managed to get it just barely.
what is the timing there? How long is that, or how long does it take from when you die to that you stop like loading the world?
I have no clue.
I guess is it about the same time it takes for an Enderman to die?
Oh
Well,
yeah. I mean,
yeah, because
usually
I
how
think
it
also
works.
people don't they like delay their reset?
I'm not sure. Like, so I'm not too sure of it myself. So sometimes if I like fall off the tower early, if I think I'm falling off a bit early as like the Enderman's maybe just falling in the hole, I just wait a tiny bit just in case to make sure that the Enderman dies. But I don't know. The Endermen actually do die pretty fast.
That death screen is one of the few things in Minecraft I know pretty much nothing about.
True.
It's just a mystery.
I don't even know what the score is. There's like a score that shows up when you die. I don't know how that's calculated.
Do you
I
want
think
me
it.
to spoil it, or yeah? What do you
Wait, is
think?
it the experience bar?
Similar. It's XP.
Ooh. So, like, It's just like how much like XP you've gathered through like your whole like playtime.
Yep. Yeah, it's all the XP you've gathered in your whole life, but it's not in levels. It's in like XP points.
Yeah, I
So it's
see.
weird.
That is interesting.
We also have 8 for Sylv right now.
I mean, oh, okay. I mean, you never hear anyone talking about their Minecraft high score, and now Sprupple is gonna have to deal with this lava here.
Sprupple
This
let
could
that
be a-
flow. Oh wait, no, it's just 1 deep. What am I saying?
So I'm curious
I
to
don't know why I was
see.
like, oh, the hole's already dug. The lava's like halfway down. It's over, but no.
Hey. Okay, it's working now. Oh, going back up just to check the Y level before digging down, but this is a little scary. If Sprupple hits a cave, could just die of
Oh
fall
yeah,
damage.
cave would be not ideal. Unless it's
But
just perfectly 44 down. That's the number, right?
yeah, seems to be just a perfect dig down. Also, oh, lost TNT. Just noticing that, so probably gonna go for.
So he lost 2. So he
Wait.
lost.
I think also lost Flint and Steel, and
Oh my
is
gosh.
going to die of fall damage, perhaps. Yep, there it is.
Whatever
That's
works. And
rough.
meanwhile, Silva's out with, I believe, 16 pearls.
Wow, that's pretty good. And another Enderman popping in to say hi.
Yeah, so apparently the Nether Death was a lot worse than it looked like at first, for sure.
Yeah.
You never know what
I-
items can just fly off the side. I mean, it's hard to check. I mean, there's so many things you need that you might not realize at the moment.
For sure. It's just so random too. Sometimes you only lose like just one thing, but it's like super important. But sometimes you actually lose like a lot of items, but somehow all the most important stuff you need actually survives. Also, I think this is a huge angle change from Sil.
I think so. I think it's right on the coast.
You're right. Oh, placing the boat underwater. That is something
Was
you
it
can
the
do in this
coast?
version. I guess we'll
It
find
might
out.
be a little further out than that. I could be making that up though.
Oh no, Sylv seems to be pausing around this area. And
Oh,
it is right here.
It
at
is
this
right there.
coast.
Okay.
Probably just in this river. Or we're gonna dig down at this tree. Oh,
I think
oh,
yeah,
right
you
here.
might be able to guess here. Or should be able to. We'll see if it hits. If it doesn't, it's still pretty close, so it should be fine. Especially
Yep,
with this
and
lead.
there
But
it
there it
is.
is. Yeah. And a 3
Three
Three
eye.
eye.
18 arrows, 7 beds. That's pretty alright.
Did anyone catch Spropple's pro count?
No, but Spropple should be mostly safe due to the 3-eye. So might have to go all the way to the end of the night on this tower because of the late tower start. But probably will still be able to be fine from it. But we'll see how this end fight goes for Sylv.
Yeah, that's what it's all about right now. If Sylv can finish this out, then all of Spropple's progress won't matter too much.
Ooh, that was really good damage.
Yeah.
Very
And
nice.
another charge?
And another charge? Wait.
Wow.
Wait.
Oh my gosh.
This is incredible.
Are we cooking?
And
Are
another
we
charge?
Another
cooking?
quick charge.
Oh, no, a
Oh.
little bit of some trickery
Wait,
there.
but it
And-
is!
whoa,
But it is!
And gets it.
Not as good, but still a bed.
Yeah, that was really difficult. The dragon was in the ground, and oh my gosh.
Sylv
my gosh.
has it. Sylv, I don't know what Sylv has, but
Oh
it's
my
it. Sylv just has it.
Wow.
That's
Oh my
Incredible
gosh.
charges.
crazy.
Very nice
What?
beds.
What an end fight.
That was a
Wow.
very quick end fight. And that's going to be
Amazing.
Scare an
round 1 win for
841.
Sylv.
Wow.
and just no time for SPROPL to catch up at this point. I mean, obviously not. The match is, or the round is over, but I mean, just so far behind from the death, and then just losing a lot of really helpful utility or just stuff. It was just rough. But good match by Sylv. Good seed by Sylv.
Absolutely.
I think now's a good time to go to a quick intermission, and we'll be right back with round 2. And we're back. Round number 2.
Hello, guys.
What's up?
Wait, was
Oh
that
my
Crazy Frog there the
God.
whole
No,
time?
it wasn't. It was not. That's new. Say hello
Okay.
to Crazy Frog. He's here.
Maybe it's SPROPL's good luck charm.
Maybe. But here's the thing. There's not much in between Sylv and a Sunday match, you know? It's just natural. It's, you know? So, maybe SPROPL can
Alright.
sneak a win, but I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
Looks like we're about to start.
It's like, yep. Let's see.
There we go.
Plains Village.
Is this it? Is this finally the plain seed that I've been begging for? No.
There is a desert, but not. I don't know if there's a temple anywhere in sight.
Interesting.
But
I don't think we see this
there's also no blacksmith in
lava
sight
pool.
either.
Is this like a smelting like sort of village moment? I don't know. Maybe we should check the trades. Maybe we should check the trades.
It's really odd. The village is kind
There's
of
a cave. Yeah, no, it's
yeah. This
it's
is a
village
space.
like structureless.
Yeah, but this village doesn't really contribute anything because it doesn't have food. It doesn't have a blacksmith. It's just kind of there.
Gosh.
It's
What?
it's structureful, structureless.
Exactly.
Yep.
I mean, thankfully neither runner like went out and found some like temple that has like 8 gold and just like dunks on the opponent. So we're fine. It's fine.
hmm
Did I say gold? I meant diamond if I said gold.
I don't know. Yeah, you said 8 gold.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what happened with I heard that happened with
Aquash.
one of the matches.
And
yeah.
and
Whoa,
was it?
Doug Iron
for
fell
days.
fell into a deeper part of this cave. Going back
Doesn't
up.
go for the rest of that. I'd go like for 8 iron, but could have more.
Spropl only has 9 iron cooking, and
Is there
isn't
ever any
going for more.
merit to making multiple furnaces?
No, not really. You can easily just overlap one
Overlap, yeah.
furnace with getting chickens and food. They usually never need 2 furnaces, and it would just be a time loss.
That makes sense.
But look, these trees are a bit far.
This cow is not long for this world. Dead.
Oof. Definitely not very straightforward of a seed.
This is a pretty wonky seed right here.
So yeah, it looks like both runners are going to place their furnace by these trees to overlap shearing leaves, probably killing any animals that are around.
More importantly, we'll see what's better, birch or oak. That's going to define it.
I think we know who's gonna win this seed.
That's crazy. Okay. Also, because it's a structureless seed, they also have to get wool. And so far, I don't believe I've seen any of them start on that. So we'll see. It might be a bit of a slower enter in this overworld. With the distance
Yeah,
of all
I don't
these...
think a fast enter is even... I don't think that was an option from the start.
Yeah, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be some insane nether. We'll see.
Yeah.
But also, it could
the
be...
enter was pretty obvious, but we'll see if either of them miss it.
It would also be cool to see a difficult seed, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's a hypothetical routing question. It does look like this seed will have sheep, and getting sheep is definitely faster. But in the absence of sheep, would just heading into the desert and hoping you bump into a temple on your way to tower or to the stronghold, is that viable?
Definitely an RSG play. I remember doing that before. It's honestly not terrible, because sometimes you won't have easy sheep that you can get. But usually in these tourney seeds, you never have to worry about doing any of that. It's just way too risky.
Yeah, the seed finder, if you can call them a seed finder, spawned in like 30 sheep in this area.
Boots!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wait, SPROPL wins this.
I
SPROPL
didn't
just
even...
made boots.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize SPROPL was already entering the nether. I was totally unaware of that. And we are seeing
Also-
SPROPL has an interesting approach here. Only got 9 iron, so only has an iron pick, while Sylv chose to also get an iron sword and iron shovel.
The enter is very similar for both.
The Sylv with those better tools, but is behind by a bit. Will the better tools help her catch up?
Well, SPROPL's already here at a spawner. But it is an open spawner with stone sword, so it could be a little bit difficult. This Blaze is not being very cooperative. But it loses the rod over the edge.
Ooh.
Ooh,
We'll
that
see
could
if
be really annoying to get.
You know, hopefully it's not just in lava.
I mean, sometimes it just doesn't end up mattering. So like you might just end up on 5 rods and then just get like a bunch of spawns on the last cycle and get to 7 anyways.
Okay, it
So
looks like
we'll
it,
see.
unless it landed in fire, the rod might be recoverable.
Yeah. But the most annoying thing is when you kill a bunch of blazes and get left up on 6 rods. Or 5
And they
rods,
outside
because
spawn immediately.
you just missed out and could have been leaving. It's always a little bit
Yeah.
of a fortunate
Another. This is
outcome.
not
But
fun with the stone sword.
look at this, blazes everywhere. On
Yeah, how
top of
many?
this, outside.
That was
Oh
like
my.
2 4 spawns, like one after the other.
Yep, going to try to hit these blazes over this fort leg, and actually managed to do it pretty well.
Yeah,
Avoiding
doing a pretty
all
good
these
job at this.
fireballs.
Using the structure very well too. I guess
Good
the only
work.
reason that this isn't a death right now, just being able to use those little arch things.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
SPROPL
Oh,
maybe.
look at Sylv though. Almost
Uh-oh.
dead.
That killed. Oh, that doesn't kill?
Wow.
Alright, we're gaming. We're fine. Nothing bad
Wow.
happened on still.
But
That's fine. That's recoverable. Sucks, but it's recoverable.
yeah, Sylv was not expecting those blazes to fly so high up,
From the top rope, honestly.
but they just went soaring. And not much Sylv can do there.
Yeah, thankfully the terrain deck isn't terrible. It's just a drop down and that's it.
It must be
Trying
the
to-
protection from Sprople's leather boots that's helping out, but
Yeah, that might be what did it.
it
But
still seems a
thankfully in a
little bit
really
dangerous.
safe spot, and there was no fire that was shot down by that blaze. Otherwise, there might have been problems.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Sprople's
And a
fine.
spawn immediately for Sylv. But at 5, Sylv might
I
just
think
leave soon.
think
Sylv could
Sprople's
leave.
I think
Sylv can
Sprople's
leave.
thinking of
That's
going
7.
down. Oh wow. So even with the
Sylv
death.
died, recovered, and got out. I think
Ooh.
Sprople needs to.
No.
Whoa. Sprople needs to not
From-
die. Is what he needs to do. That's
From
unfortunate.
the outside of the spawner, a blaze hit us, just a sneaky shot through the 1 block gap.
Just about the same thing that happened to Sylv. Just a blaze out of nowhere.
Yep. Wow.
Oh,
This is-
please don't give up like that, Sprople. You got this.
Oh, dear.
Hopefully it's just a reset. Oh,
Oh.
it's looking like. Oh,
Oh dear.
Not looking good.
Is unfortunate. Well, I guess we can have a look at Sylv. I'm not sure what Sylv's actually going for here. Choosing to go away from the desert, looking in a cave for iron.
Interesting.
yeah.
Unsure what's happening here. I think somehow, lost the flint and steel. The flint and steel burned. So Sylv is going to craft a new one.
So
in
we do
order
have some
to-
information. If it wasn't apparent, Sprople just went ahead and forfeited the match. So this is gonna be a win for Sylv, guaranteed already. But we're still gonna play this out. We're gonna let Sylv have her moment. Because I mean, even with the forfeit, this is still. I mean, Sylv has been playing very well. Played the last seed amazing, and this one, I mean, had a great recovery and was out pretty quickly, even with a death. So we're just gonna watch Sylv play this out still.
I think, yeah, Purple unfortunately forfeited.
So yeah, Appreciate Spropel for participating in all the matches so far. Had a decent run. Managed to. Was Spropel on qualifiers?
I
Sure.
believe so.
I wasn't sure if qualifiers were invited, but yeah.
Actually, yeah, no clue.
Still had a, played well. Just couldn't quite get there. So 07s to Spropel, while Silva's towering up at about 10-50, which makes sense. The death is gonna make you a little bit make you start tower a little late.
It's alright though. It was mostly the loss of the Flint Steel that caused us trouble.
Yeah, I mean, just looking back, for anyone who missed the first map, Spropel sort of died on kind of the edge of the bridge in the fortress, I think just above lava, and just sort of died kind of mid-jump, and it just caused like a full yard sale. We couldn't see what exactly was discarded at first, but it ended up being, I think, the wool, all of it. What was it? Flint and steel, and there's one more. I can't remember what the third one was, but all pretty important stuff to have, and it just cost Spropel a lot of time to try and recover it. Wasn't able to do a burn death or set anything like that. Lost the TNT too, that's what happened. So wasn't even able to do trampoline exit. It was just a bad situation for Spropel the whole way through, which is unfortunate. So, alright, now, finally.
Yeah, I want to bring the attention back here. The bottom of this tower hole is looking quite
pretty
disastrous.
crumbly,
So
but
much gravel.
It's finally relevant. This is great. This is I feel like every time for like the past few weeks, every time I saw dirt, I was like, is that when you need to dig it? But no, this is the only time you have to dig it, I think, is when it's at the bottom and it's 3 tall, or is it just when it's at the bottom at all?
I don't know. I just replace everything to be safe.
Fair enough.
Usually.
Fair enough.
I think it's just the bottom two blocks that you need to really worry about. Just the items don't go into those areas. Oh, let's look at this. Good start to the tower.
Bunch of spiders not getting hit with this lava, but that's fine.
Yeah, they're all climbing conveniently around it.
Can Enderman also place blocks in the tower? Or in the hole?
That's what the
is
button's
why
for.
runners place buttons. Yep.
Okay, interesting.
So I believe that I don't know if it is they can't place it or when it gets placed it gets broken immediately, but either way it's not able to like mess with the like fall damage anymore once the button slash lever. I guess the lever not really, but the button whenever it's down there.
Yeah, no reason not to do it because it takes no time. And it just makes it 100% consistent, which is great. Also, something I did want to point out as well. You see, there is a furnace on the ground there for Sylv. Sylv actually overlapped smelting the iron with building the tower for the flint and steel craft, which I think is really cool.
Very smart overlap there.
Definitely. It's interesting seeing what quick decision making these runners make in these unique situations. And already checking, even with a late tower start, and I don't know how much it was, but I saw double digits.
I was looking in the wrong spot. Let's talk about this terrain real quick. I mean, I think you might have been able to push to better terrain. I don't know about y'all.
I mean, it's not terrible.
No, but it's busy. Excuse me, it's busy, which could be an issue, but it ends up not mattering. Silva's going to be out in a decent time for sort of getting in a bit late.
I am very curious about when Sylv started tower because this seemed to be very quick tower split.
I think the
Very
tower
cool.
started like 30 seconds later than optimal. That might be wrong, but I think it was
I
about
think it
30
was a bit
seconds.
more. I believe it was
Really?
like a minute, but maybe I'm totally wrong. I am not sure.
No clue. You could be right.
Oh, invincible skeleton.
Love it.
Hate to see it. Oh,
4 skeletons in
love
the
it.
pool. That's... I mean, yeah, skeleton pool party, I guess.
Skeletons and water. No better combination.
Yeah. I mean, whenever my bones are out of my body, I put them in water just to make sure, you know?
You know, your bones are wet right now.
True.
Yeah.
By the way, I love that boat tech where you like punch it before you get in. That's so sick.
Yes. I think it's so fun. I wish it was a 116 thing too. Like,
Absolutely, yeah.
I've caught myself in 116 trying to like punch the boat a little to like accelerate it before I get in, and then being a little disappointed.
The strat still kind of exists in more modern versions, but it's a lot more subtle, like 115, for example.
Oh, that is true. Like,
But way more subtle and like on land, not in water, so like not quite the same.
yeah, but still, it is fun. It's sometimes in 116 also you have it where you place your boat like on like a higher, if you're on a high elevation, and you like boat down like into a river, into the ocean or whatever, and it just starts you off with a good bit of acceleration. I don't know. It just
Is that in
it
every
just always
version?
seems fun. I think so.
That's actually pretty nice information. That's a big angle change right there. It's probably gonna be like a little bit past that little shrub, I think.
Yeah, I believe as a like if you're
Oh, right on it. That's sick.
if like whatever block is below the boat determines like how fast or slow it goes, and air is like a very low friction block. So if you go off a
I
ledge
mean,
for a moment, you start like accelerating a lot in the air. I believe that's how
air
it works.
being the lowest friction does make sense.
I don't know if it's the lowest friction or if that's, I feel like that's probably ice,
Could be
but
ice, yeah.
I don't know.
Sure.
There's the stronghold 0 at 1 eye. Excuse me.
I wonder if ice boating is a thing in. It probably isn't a thing in this version because you can't really boat on land
I wonder if
in
maybe
this
there's just
version
not
that
enough.
well.
I wonder if the biomes where you can do it maybe don't exist in this version, or don't exist as frequently in this version, especially for what you're looking for in a seed.
Oh, another deceiving charge.
But then it
That
turns
happened
it.
last round
What?
too.
I don't
That
get that.
was
Sylv, what's going on?
I don't even, you can't even blame Syl. That was just some ultimate
That
tomfoolery.
was. I think that was the GPU. My expert opinion. Oh, misses a charge, but it didn't look. It looked like.
The
Oh, there we go.
hardware did.
Doesn't matter. That's
Ooh,
like a decent bed.
awesome bet. I think that crystal actually did a bit of damage to the dragon.
Here's a charge. Okay, damage. Oh my
Another
gosh,
crazy end fight.
Sylv!
Oh my
Sylv
gosh.
is cooking today.
Wow.
Sylva's making a statement before going into week 5. We'll have to. It's gonna be a very fun match. Oh, we see the
Ooh,
pearl.
and going for the
This is
pearl
sick.
flip head.
Oh,
Oh
misses it.
no.
Oh.
But still, because of the great start to the end fight, Dragon's like still like half health. Still has 4 beds. Still has arrows. So
Is that it? This
should
could. Well,
still.
it's not. It's gotta be a lot of damage, and it's not. Kind of offset almost.
Oh, and
But it
another
doesn't
bed
matter.
again.
Sylv just keeps getting these. Oh, misses now. The beds keep dropping
Wait,
though. That's
wait.
what
This
matters.
is a little. This is a
A
little
little scary. We don't
Low
want another
health.
charge right away.
To heal up a little.
Hmm. Okay, this should be safe.
All right. One Only one bed needed now, but has at least 2, so we should be chilling. Is that it? That looks like it. And that's... Oh
Not
no, it's gonna
quite.
need one more bed.
You can bow it. Maybe
The health
not.
is pretty... Yeah, it immediately started regenning.
It is a
It
little
just
bit
needs
scary
one
at
more
this point,
charge. This has to
but
be it. And that
that
is
is
it.
it.
So I'm gonna finish, even with the death, still like a 2040? Not bad at all.
Looking at the IGT, 2032. Not bad.
Wow. Yeah, pretty good. If you couldn't tell, Sylv may be async, which means that is that we won't be having an interview since our other player already went offline. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Go to the speaking thing anyways. Ignore the interview part. We're just yapping. That's gonna be a 2-0 victory for Sylv. Even though it was kind of a forfeit at the end, Sylv still played both of those seeds very well. Yeah, and then tomorrow, Spinnaker versus Saturn. It'll be 9:45 p.m. Same time it was gonna be today. Just had to get pushed back a day. But yeah,
That will be an interesting match.
it's gonna be interesting. I believe in Saturn. Saturn does not believe in himself, but I believe in him. So we'll see
mean,
what kind of energy he can manifest.
I would like to point out both these runners played against Infume, and both of them were very. Wait, did Saturn play against Infume? I never mind. I'm not sure, but oh no, I'm thinking of Spinnaker versus Infume and Saturn versus Max. So we saw like in that spin versus Infume spin was like very close behind. And same, we saw the same thing with Saturn against Max. So they're both losing to like those like top dogs, but like
And let's be
only
real,
by
that
small hairs.
yeah, that loss. Oh my gosh, I feel for Spin on on that match. That was a little scary. But yeah, this should it's gonna be a good match for sure. Hoping
Absolutely.
as long as everyone can play clean, should be a close one. But I
Can't wait.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. It looks like we're gonna be reading Marie. I bet I said that name wrong. I bet it's like Mary or something.
I think it's
We
fine.
will see. It's Marie.
I don't
We're
know.
chilling. You know what? I'll just ask when we get in there. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you all for watching. Come back tomorrow for Spin versus Saturn. Gonna be a good one. And yeah, we'll see.
See
Y'all
everyone.
tomorrow.